I don't feel like doing my live video today. I don't feel like going to my email list. I don't feel like going to my Facebook notifications and doing the things I know I need to get done in order to move myself forward. Maybe it's even something in personal life that you're putting off because you're not feeling like it today. Then stay tuned, because I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to overcome that feeling and actually turn it into a source of power, and actually using that energy that is inside that feeling to propel yourself forward, to have the conversation maybe you've been putting off, or whatever it might be that you're not feeling like doing right now. Okay, hello and welcome. I'm excited you're here. My name is Katrin from bloomwithkatrin.com. In case we haven't met before, I'm coming live to you from the beautiful Bavarian forest over here in Germany. We're enjoying a beautiful late summer afternoon. Sun is shining bright, it's so warm outside. I'm looking forward to rejoining my family in a sec, but I really wanted to bring this topic to you. Please let me know whether you're on live or on the replay, where you're tuning in from, what's the situation like for you, what you're doing for fun today, and let's get going into this topic, because I'm here to help you take your offline side gig and turn it into an online biz that's going to be sustainably successful and feel good from the inside out. And I can give you all the tips and tricks of how to build your team on social media, how to grow your customer base, and all those good things that social media allows us to do. But if there's something going on up here that's keeping us from doing the things, that's not very effective, is it? So let's jump into the topic. I think we've all had days like that, right? Where we wake up and we just don't feel like getting up in the first place. Let me know whether you can relate. Or we don't feel like, as I said, you've got hundreds of emails waiting for you, or you have a ton of Facebook notifications, or you have customers or prospects asking questions, and that's good and that's awesome. But sometimes it can be a little bit like, I don't feel like it today, right? So what good is that going to do us? We're going to tell ourselves, I can put it off till tomorrow. Nobody's going to notice. Have you ever thought that before? I know I have. And here's the thing. If we follow that feeling, if we let that feeling reign, our reaction to that feeling, if we let that reign, here's what happens in our life, right? I'm going to take a personal life example so we can relate, right? So let's imagine that you're having an argument with your child or with your partner, and maybe you feel hurt. Now, how do you react? Do you try, to shoot something back at them and hurt them in turn? Or maybe, that's like me, that's what I do, or tend to do. Oh, that's like my first impulse. Somebody attacks me, I'm going to attack back. Maybe you're different. You're not like me. Maybe you feel like, okay, well, I'm hurt. I'm gonna step out of the situation and just process what's happened and then come back later on. Awesome. But I know for myself, I feel like, okay, I'm hurt. I'm gonna shoot something back at the person who's hurt me, and then we start a vicious circle. And not very many good things are gonna come out of that. In fact, it's gonna be difficult to get back soon on good terms with one another again, right? So it's not always a good thing to act on our emotions. Our emotions are there. To me, they're like, they're like signs on the road, like this is the way, to go down the anger road, and this is the way to go down the, I'm frustrated road, right? So it's important to know the signs, but to then make the choice. It's just a sign. We can choose to go down those roads. Okay, hope this is making sense. Let me know if it is. So here's my 3 tips on how to overcome that feeling. Oh, thanks for the love, I appreciate that. How to overcome that feeling of, I just don't feel like going live today. I don't feel like having that conversation with my child. I don't feel like, whatever it might be for you. Okay, first thing, focus on the one thing only. Okay, because oftentimes for me, when I'm a little bit overwhelmed, when I feel it's a bit much waiting for me to do, like I've got this huge to-do list to do, and I know For example, when I started doing live video, I would have never imagined myself that I'd be able to do them like I do them now. I only have like one sheet with a few notes on them, and that's just what I do. I used to put it off for months, right? And I never imagined myself doing them 3 days a week and doing that every week of the year. I've been doing that now for nearly 2 years now, right? But when I started, I didn't think of all the live videos I'm going to do till this day, like I'm speaking to you today now. I just focused on the one video that I'm doing. And that's also my tip number 1, okay? So if there's a repetitional, is that a word? If there's an action that you want to take or that you need to take and that's repetitive, just don't focus on all the other repetitions that you're going to have to do, but focus on the one, okay? On the one that's right in front of you. Also, tip number 2, set a time when you're going to do it. Put it into your calendar and honor that calendar, okay? So when the time comes and you still don't feel like doing it, I get you. Ask yourself, and this is my tip number 3, these questions. Do I feel like, for example, going live right now? No. And here's the trick. Sometimes I have to outsmart myself. Let me know whether you can relate, right? Here's what I ask myself. Okay, I don't feel like doing it. Fine. How am I going to feel when I'll have gone live? What's that feeling gonna be like? And fall in love with that feeling of accomplishment, especially when I didn't feel like doing it. Let me know whether this makes sense, okay? You could also, of course, ask yourself, okay, how am I going to be feeling tonight when I won't have done what I know I should have done, but I didn't feel like it, so I put it off till tomorrow. Nobody's going to notice, and that's not true, by the way. Even if nobody notices, there is one person who knows that we put things off, and that's ourselves, right? I know that I wanted to go live, 2 hours before today. I know. But I chose not to because there was something going on, right? But when we decide to not only put it off for a few hours, but not do it at all an entire day, or even, a day can turn into a week, a few days, a week, a month, several months, a year, right? And we might still be in a place with our life, with our business, where we don't want to be. And it's really in our hand. It comes down to us, to our actions or inactions, right? Michelle, thank you so much for joining me. You can relate. Oh, you needed to hear this. Oh, that means a lot to me. I'm happy to help you out here, Michelle, because honesty here, I didn't feel like going live today at all. It's a beautiful day outside. I've got family visiting. It's really beautiful. But I thought, you know what, Katrin, you're gonna feel so much better after you'll have done that live. And even better, I can help somebody else out there, okay? So thanks so much for letting me know, Michelle, that this resonates with you. It means a lot to me. Okay, so let's fall in love with how we're going to feel after we've done what we didn't feel like doing. And hold on to that feeling. So feelings are important, but let's reach for that feeling in the future, how we're going to feel, that accomplished feeling, that self-confident feeling that we got it done, even though we didn't feel like doing it, and overcoming that. Okay, and also, since it's Sunday and there's somebody on live with me, just a little pro tip as well from Mel Robbins. I'm sure you've heard this before. I need that reminder every now and again as well. When the time comes for you to do your action, you focus on your one thing that you want to do, or don't feel like doing, but it should be done. Then you set your time. You tell yourself, okay, do I feel like doing it? No. How am I going to feel, however, once I'll have it done? Awesome. And then your brain's got like 5 seconds to do it, okay? Before the rest of your brain starts kicking in and all the valid excuses come why it might be better to procrastinate a little more, or it might be better to put it off till tomorrow, okay? So here's Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. Let me know whether you've heard this before. Pardon me. And it's really simple, okay? You know what you're going to do. The set time is there. You know that you want to reach to the future feeling, and now you outsmart your brain by going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just do it, even though we don't feel like doing it, so we can hold on to that future feeling of accomplishment. I hope it was valuable for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want 3 more tips, I put them together into a PDF that I'm more than happy to send to you on how to build or grow your business bigger, spending less time than ever before and having more fun in the process. Reach out to me because I'm more than happy to send that over to you. So thank you again for joining me. Send this broadcast on its way to people who might benefit from it as well, and just get it done, okay? Enjoy the process and have joy in your journey. Thanks for joining me. See you on Tuesday. All the best from